have you heard of the website called Meal Train?
Of course.
The free service helps you organize meals for a friend after a birth, a surgery, or an illness. It really is a brilliant idea.
It really is. If you know somebody who could use a good home-cooked meal, or if you're looking to meal prep in advance, Twin Cities Live sponsor, the Minnesota Beef Council, has ideas for freezer meals that can last up to 3 months.
Great.
We welcome our buddy Becky Church.
Becky,
back to the Twin Cities
nice
Live
to
kitchen.
see you.
Good to see you again.
You've got a whole strategy for us. This is really nice, even too, as the kids are going back to school. Like, get some things going in the freezer so you're ready to go. So this first one is an Italian beef quinoa bake.
Correct. Also, we can call it a hot dish, right?
Yeah,
Keep
sure.
it classic.
We totally
so we're
can.
going to start here with a 9x13 pan. You can actually start by adding 1 cup of beef broth.
Oh.
Really simple. We're just going to be dumping here. Steve, if you want to add a cup of quinoa.
I've never seen quinoa in this form.
No.
I've only ever eaten it when it's
You've
finished.
never
real
made
deal.
it, huh?
No.
And where did you find this recipe, Becky?
This is from our website,
great.
mnbeef.org.
Fabulous.
We have all these recipes there. So, yep, go ahead and mix. Then we're just going to start layering the veggies. So we have chopped green peppers.
Okay.
Again, these are still great seasonal items here towards the end of the month.
So you're telling me we're not going to cook anything? I mean, we're not like
cooking
sauteing this.
anything. We have the beef pre-cooked, but we're going to add that last,
that's it.
actually.
Okay.
We have zucchini.
Oh, nice.
And then, Steve, how about some red peppers?
Sure, I can do
Go
that.
Really
for it.
pretty, adding color here,
Oh, yeah,
too.
a lot of great colors.
A lot
This
of good
is so
freshness.
great. Sometimes I feel like when you prep something for the freezer, you have to spend the whole day actually making it and then just putting it in.
Nobody's got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time
Ain't
for that.
nobody.
All right.
Okay, next we're gonna add the beef. So I use a 90% lean ground beef blend that I pre-cooked with some minced garlic.
Oh.
Really simple.
I like you went heavy on the garlic,
Always
girl.
have
to. Yes.
That is good.
It's Italian, right?
Yeah, that's really good. So how great. So
Well,
that's
that's
the
layered
only thing
very
that you had to
nicely.
pre-cook.
Yeah, and then 3 cups of marinara sauce.
Lady, this is going to serve a crowd.
It
You want a
is.
spoon, bud?
And it's so easy. Like you said, perfect for if you're planning maternity leave.
Yeah.
Our farmers with harvest coming up, or just those weeknight dinners that can get out of control with after-school activities.
That is really the truth. Do you want us to kind of
yeah,
spread
yeah.
that?
Just go ahead and actually mix it. So you can take a spoon and
Like
now
mix the layers
Even
up?
with the
Mix
quinoa?
up. Yep.
Oh.
See, the broth is going to help cook that quinoa. So
Yes.
that's what's helpful with that.
It totally
Okay.
is.
And then a little bit of that extra fat from the beef that's going to help keep that flavor and
And then get
richness.
that flavor. Yeah, and then keep you full, too. You know, fat is your friend, my friends.
I love fat.
It's not
And
like the
cheese.
worst.
It's
yeah,
always
Yeah,
bring
cheese.
it on.
Load it
Let's
on.
This
do
is a
it.
wonderful way to just finish this. Anything
Yeah.
with melted cheese on top. I don't care what's under it.
It really elevates it, does it not?
Oh, you ain't lying.
So you layer this on, and then what's
Yep.
your strategy for freezing it? Because I think
Yeah.
sometimes we put stuff in the freezer and it goes in like the deep black hole, and then when you take it out, it doesn't look very good.
It looks 3 months old, then, right?
Yeah.
No one wants that. We
Yeah.
want this to look fresh. So, great question. Typically, I'm a big fan of Pyrex containers. They're affordable, and then with those, they come with a lid that seals well. So the big thing is if you're going to freeze in glass, it really works well to have a sealed lid that would,
So
stay
you
on
bake
there.
this first and then freeze it?
No, you
you'd
freeze it like this. So that's why it's
Really?
important to make sure your beef is actually at room temperature, kind of cooled down, so that condensation doesn't form and cause that freezer burn between the layers.
Oh.
For this, if we don't have a lid in this situation, I'd recommend that we cling wrap it well and then add another protective barrier with some tin foil that we could then label with the date and what's inside.
You know, I found that pretty good. If you do the saran wrap above and then the foil, it helps. Now, then, do you pop it in the oven straight from the freezer?
So you can take it out and actually thaw it during the day. That's going to reduce your time a lot. And then you'll just bake it for 40 minutes
Can
in the
we eat
freezer.
it?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, great.
Good.
We'd love to
Fabulous.
eat it.
All
All
right,
right, we're
let's
going to
try
start
this.
eating that. Now, why don't you talk to us
Next
about
we have
the
a
Szechuan beef stir fry?
Yeah. So we're actually going to pack this up like we're going to put it in the freezer today, okay?
Okay.
So starting actually with the beef,
Ooh, I like
add some
that.
strips of sirloin there that I cut.
Okay, so you want me to just pour that in here?
Yep, just go ahead and add it. Reminder, when you're at the store getting your beef, I use sirloin just because it's really versatile and easy for stir fries. You can actually ask the butcher himself to cut it for you. They're
Yes,
happy to help you
remember,
out.
the butcher wants to help you.
They are
Boy,
your
Butcher
friends.
can I
And
help?
it's not going to be like pre-cut vegetables where it's going to cost more. It's
No.
just they'll just do it for
They're
you.
happy to do it. Just ask.
And they've got really sharp knives, which is
Absolutely.
easier than at home.
And we're all about saving time.
Isn't that good?
That's great.
I know, I
love
really
that.
like that.
So
Okay.
then we've got beef as a base. We're going to add our honey teriyaki sauce right into it. This is going to kind of marinate the beef too.
Yeah.
How about some minced garlic too? Because again, you can't go wrong with the
Do
garlic.
that. Always want
Love
the garlic.
that.
We want more.
And then vegetables. You can just go ahead and dump all of those in. So
They
you
all
have
go in. All right,
pre-cut,
carrots going in.
Again, pre-cut carrots.
Yeah.
It's super simple to get veggies. The stir fry blend's already done for you.
Yeah.
My tip would be do not waste your time with getting frozen vegetables for this because it's really gonna be soggy once you freeze it and then also bring it out to thaw.
So do the fresh. So then do you want me to kind of like just mesh this up a
Yeah,
little
go ahead and
bit?
get the extra air out of there.
Yep.
And then what's so important when freezing stuff is to label. So I
Put that
labeled
date.
beef stir fry. Let's date that up.
It's the 23rd. 9, 20.
23.
You're right, because
19.
you think you'll remember.
You think
you
you'll
never
remember.
do.
You
So she gets
won't.
buried on the bottom.
Yep.
And then another tip I have is when you're freezing bags like this, you could easily use a glass container like we did.
Yeah.
But since we did a Ziploc, I recommend laying it flat on a sheet pan.
Okay. Wait, I really did a good job getting all that air out of there.
You got it
I mean,
back.
there's still air in there.
You
I don't know
vacuum
how
sealed that,
happened.
yeah.
That's a really.
So you can just lay it flat like that, just like you did.
Okay.
And then freeze it before you start layering it in your freezer. Otherwise, if you were to just go like this,
Oh, yeah.
it's a
Yeah.
clump in your freezer.
Yep.
It's not as efficient for
That
snacking.
is a really good trick too, Becky, with soups. I've frozen soups that
Yes,
way too, where if you
absolutely.
put it in a Ziploc and then freeze it that way, then it lays flat, and then you kind of, and then it also thaws out faster when it's flat
It does.
versus just being in a
Yep.
big pile.
Right.
Okay, well this looks really great. Now we're gonna try this.
You can serve it over rice. Otherwise, you could even serve it over sweet potatoes if you wanted to change it up, or tortilla.
Cauliflower rice.
I'm all about making double the batch with these and then just serving them with different types of bases.
All right, I'm
This is
jumping
just
down
great.
here. You've got a little beef stew. Can you
Yep,
please
you're
tell me
jumping
about
into
it?
beef stew. So this is actually another meal that, like this, you'd freeze all the vegetables and meat so it's ready to go, but it's actually a stew. So you can take it out of the freezer and thaw it to room temperature and then put it into your slow cooker for 5 to 6 hours. I actually made that in a pressure cooker.
Oh.
Either pressure cooker or slow cooker, they both work and keep that tender meat.
Oh
Very- I
gosh,
was gonna say,
Tasting really
very
good.
tender.
Becky, that's so good. That's like so hearty in fall, winter. You did
And
a
I
great
used
job.
a stew meat, but again, if you're not seeing stew meat labeled as such at the grocery store, you can easily ask your butcher to take a chuck shoulder and
Yeah.
go ahead and cube that for you.
Listen, you buy yourself
Becky.
a quarter of a cow from a farmer, they're going to give you all sorts of stew meat.
Oh,
That's the way to
boy.
do it. I
That's
love
next
that,
level
Becky.
right
Thank
there.
you.
These recipes and hundreds more are available on the Minnesota Beef Council's website. Real easy, mnbeef.org. We posted a link to that on TwinCitiesLive.com.
So our next guest